We are going to discuss about classification of narcotic drugs or ligands. Classification of narcotic analgesics. Classification of narcotic analgesics. So now we will discuss about classification of narcotic analgesics. Okay. So these narcotic analgesics are basically classified into three classes. They are majorly, the first class is classified into three classes. Class A is the narcotic agonists, and category B are mixed agonist antagonist drugs. Mixed agonist, antagonist drugs. And third category are the narcotic antagonists. This narcotic analysis are majorly classified into three categories. The first category is the narcotic agonists, and second category is the agonist antagonist. Category are the antagonists. Okay. So first we will discuss about first category of this classification, narcotic agonists. Okay. Narcotic agonists. Okay. So coming to the narcotic agonist, this is furtherly classified into three categories. Okay. The Roman one is natural alkaloids of opium. Natural alkaloids of opium. Okay. These are called as opiates. This is furtherly classified into two categories. Okay. The A category is phenanthrenes. Okay. The second category is benzyl isoquinolines. Okay. So these phenanthrenes, example of drugs for these phenanthrene derivatives are, drugs examples are the morphine, codeine, okay, thiamine. Okay. So benzoisoquinolines examples are the papaverine, next is noscapine. Okay. So examples for the phenanthrene derivatives are morphines, codeine, thiamines, and examples for the benzoisoquinolines are the papaverine, noscapine. And second category of these narcotic agonists are the semi-synthetic derivatives. So narcotic agonists, first category is the natural alkaloids are called as opiates, and second category is the semi-synthetic derivatives. Examples are, in this category, example of drugs are the diacetyl morphine. It is nothing but heroin. Diacetyl morphine is nothing but an heroin. And next example is the hydromorphone. Okay. So third category is the, third example is the oxymorphone. morphine. Next example is hydrocodone. Okay, and one more example is oxycodone. Okay, these are the examples for semi-synthetic derivatives. The third category is the in natural narcotic agonist is the synthetic derivatives. The synthetic derivatives are again four types. In that A, B, C, D. Okay, the synthetic derivatives are again classified into four varieties are available. Okay, in that the first variety of first classification is phenyl piperidines. Phenyl piperidines. And second category is the benzomorphans. Okay, and next category is the propionilides. Next category is the morphinans. Okay, these are the four categories of synthetic derivatives of narcotic agonists. The example of drugs are the first example is pethidine. Okay, next example is fentanyl. And one more example is sufentyl. And benzomorphin examples are pentajocaine. Next example is phenajocaine. Okay, and propionilide example for the propionilide is methadone. And morphine example is levofenol. Okay, these are the examples for the synthetic derivatives. Okay, so coming to the second category of narcotic analysis are the mixed agonist and antagonistic drugs. Second category is the B category is mixed agonist, antagonist drugs. Okay. These are examples for this category of drugs are the nalbuphine. Okay, and next is pentajocaine. Okay, this mixed agonist antagonist also includes a category of drugs called as partial agonists. Okay, these partial agonists are also comes under the category of mixed agonist and antagonist. And example of drugs are the butorphanol. Okay, next is buprenorphine is the second example for the partial agonist. This partial agonist also comes under a class of mixed agonist and antagonistic drugs. Okay, the last and third category of this narcotic agonists are narcotic antagonists. Narcotic antagonist. Example is naloxone. The best example for narcotic antagonist is the naloxone. Okay, this is about classification of narcotic analgesics. So narcotic analgesics are majorly classified into three categories. It is based upon their source. These narcotic analgesics are classified into three categories. Okay, otherwise based upon mechanism of action, these narcotic analgesics are classified into three categories. Okay, based upon mechanism of action. So agonists are the drugs which, so based upon mechanism, agonists are the drugs which can induce analgesia, so which have a property of reducing pain. These mixed agonist and antagonist have mixed activity. So sometimes it acts as analgesia producing drug, sometimes it acts as analgesia reducing drug, such that at opioid receptor sometimes it acts as effector, sometimes acts as inhibitor. These narcotic antagonists are nothing but opioid inhibitors. They will inhibit the opioid receptors, so there is no production of analgesia effect. Okay, these are the based upon mechanism of action. These narcotic analgesics are classified into three categories: narcotic agonists, mixed agonists, and antagonist drugs, and narcotic analgesics. So coming to the narcotic agonists is again classified into three categories. Natural alkaloids of opium are called as opiates. The opiates are again classified into two categories: phenanthrines, benzyl isoquinolines. Okay, examples for phenanthrines are the morphine, codeine, thiamine. Benzyl isoquinolines examples are papaverine, noscapine. And semi-synthetic derivatives, the examples of drugs are diacetylmorphine, it is called as heroin, hydromorphine, oxymorphine, hydrocodone, oxycodone. All these are semi-synthetic derivatives of the narcotic analgesic class. And last class of this narcotic agonists are the synthetic derivatives. They again classified into four categories: phenylpiperides, benzomorphins, propioninides, morphinans. These phenylpiperides are again examples are the pethidine, fentanyl, sulfentanyl. For the benzomorphins, example pentajoken, phenajoken, cyclojoken. Okay, and propioninide example is the methadone. For the morphinans, the example is levorphanol. And second category of this narcotic analgesics are the mixed agonist, antagonist. Example of drugs are the nalbuphine and pentajoken. And this mixed agonist antagonist also includes partial agonists. Examples are the butorphanol, buprenorphine. And the narcotic agonist example is naloxone. Okay, this is about classification based upon mechanism of action. Okay, based on the chemical structure, these narcotic agonists are classified as follows. The first category is the morphine and its analogs. Based on chemical structure, the narcotic agonists are classified into as follows. The first category is the morphine and analogs. The example of drugs are the morphine, okay, ethylmorphine, okay, codeine, heroin, and nalorphine. Okay, these are the first class of this agonist, narcotic analgesics based upon chemical structure. The first class is the morphine and its analogs, and second category is the hydromorphone derivatives. Okay, again under the morphine and analogs, category A is the hydromorphone derivatives. Examples are the hydromorphone, morphone, okay, oxymorphone, okay, oxycodone, okay, and another category of drugs which comes under the morphine its analogs is the dihydromorphone derivatives. Dihydromorphine derivatives, okay. Example of drugs are the dihydromorphine, and next is dihydrocodeine, okay. So coming to the next class, meperidine analogs, and the class 2 is the meperidine analogs. Coming to the meperidine analogs, examples are the meperidine, okay, bimidone, propyridone, okay. These are the meperidine analogs. And next category, and this is continued as imported drugs, fentanyl, okay, loperamide, loperamide. These are the examples of this class. Third category or third class of this drugs based upon structure are methadone analog use. Okay, examples are methadone, dipanone, propoxyphene, and these are the drugs which comes under the methadone analog use, okay. And the fourth category of drugs are morphine and analogs. Okay, drugs comes under this category are the levorphenol tartrate, butorphanol tartrate, okay, dextromethorphan. These are the drugs which comes under morphine and analogs, okay. And the fifth category of drugs are the morphine or benzocaine derivatives. Benzocaine derivatives. The fifth category are the morphine or benzocaine derivatives. Okay. The examples of drugs are the pentazocaine, phenazocaine, okay, cyclajocin, ketazocin, okay, and metazocin. Meta-leucine. And the sixth class are the miscellaneous. Miscellaneous. The drugs example for this miscellaneous class are the tramadol, after that tilidine, fentanyl, okay, nexidine, these are the example of drugs for miscellaneous category. So based upon the chemical structure of this narcotic, analgesics are classified into 7 classes. The first class are the morphonics analogs. This is again classified into 2 categories, 3 varieties. The direct morphine derivatives are morphine, ethyl morphine, codeine, heroin, nalorphine. And hydromorphine derivatives of this morphine are the hydromorphine, oxymorphine, oxycodone. And dihydromorphine derivatives of this morphine analogs are the dihydromorphine, dihydrocodeine. And coming to the next class of this narcotic analgesics based upon chemical structure, meperidine analogs. The meperidine analogs, the examples are the meperidine, pimidone, properidone, fentanyl, loperamide. And third class is the methadone analogs. The methadone drugs comes under the methadone analog category are the methadone, dipanone, profoxyfan. And the fourth category of this narcotic analysis based on structure, morphine and analogs. The drugs comes under this class are the levorphanol, butorphanol, dextromethorphan. And the fifth category are the morphine or benzajosin derivatives. The examples are the pentajocaine, phenajocaine, cyclajosin, ketajosin, metajosin. And last class is the miscellaneous class. And the miscellaneous, the drugs examples are tramadol, tilidine, fentanyl, nexidine. Okay, this is about classification of narcotic analgesics based upon their chemical structure. Okay. So now we are going to discuss about structure of the morphine. So coming to the structure of the morphine, a morphine is a pentacyclic structure. That means it consists of 5 fused rings. The ring A is called as benzene ring. So we have to write the structure of the benzene ring. Okay. This is the drawing the structure of the benzene ring. This is the structure of the benzene ring. Okay, this is about the benzene ring. So second ring is a partially unsaturated cyclohexane. That is here. To write here. Okay. This is the ring A. This is the ring B. Ring B is an partially unsaturated cyclohexane ring. Okay. The third ring is C. That is also partially unsaturated cyclohexane ring. That is found by, can draw like this. Okay. So for clear understanding, I am drawing very thickly the bonds. Okay, this is the partially unsaturated ring C. And this ring ABC fusion. This fusion is called as phenanthrene ring system. this fused system, these three rings, the fusion of A ring, B ring and C ring, these fused three ring systems are called as Phenanthrene ring system. Phenanthrene ring system. So the fourth ring is D ring, that is on B ring we have an nitrogen. We have an nitrogen. This is the nitrogen atom. Okay, so how to draw means, from here there is a bond, this is D ring. So D ring is here, so starts from here, from nitrogen, like this, like this. One, two, three, four, five, six. So this ring is the D ring. Is called as D ring. This D ring is called as piperidine ring. Piperidine ring. And the last ring is the E. E. This is the. These are the 5 ring system present in a morphine structure. The ring A is a benzene ring system. Okay. Ring B is the partially unsaturated cyclohexane. This is the cyclohexane. And ring C is another partially unsaturated cyclohexane ring. Okay. And the fourth ring is the D ring. That is the piperidine system. Starts from nitrogen here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6-member ring containing nitrogen is called as piperidine ring system. Okay. And the 5-member ring is the dihydrofuran ring. Dihydrofuran ring. That means, so one fully unsaturated aromatic ring is the benzene ring. B and C are partially unsaturated cyclohexane rings. And there is a 6-membered nitrogen containing heterocyclic ring, that is called piperidine. And there is an oxygen as an heteroatom containing 5 bonds. Sorry, 5 atom ring system, that is the dihydrofuran. This is the major rings present in morphine. So we are going to complete the structure by drawing remaining bonds and remaining functional groups. So first we will give a numbering. First we will allot number. We have to write here number 1. Okay. Sorry, we have to start the numbering from benzene onwards. 1, 2, 3. Okay. This is the 4. This is the 5. And drawing numbering starts from benzene itself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 6, 7, 8. You have to write this is 9. This is 10. This carbon is the 10. This is the 11th carbon. Okay. 11. Okay. And this is 17. Nitrogen gets 17th position. Okay. This is 12. So it is 12. That is 14. It is 13. It is 12. Okay. So it is 14. This carbon is 14th carbon. So at third position means here. At third position is here. There is an hydroxyl group. There is an OH group. Also in sixth position there is an OH group. And there is a double bond between 8 and 7 carbons. And also okay. So These bonds, this is not a correct way to draw bonds. Okay, I will draw with the sketch pen to understand. I mistakenly draw. So here double bond, double bond, double bond. Okay, so this is a way of writing double bonds in benzene. So previously I mistakenly draw. This is the correct way of writing bonds. And there is an CH3 group. CH3 group. This is the structure of the morphine. So morphine is a 5-membered pentacyclic structure, consists of 5 rings. The A ring is called as benzene ring, and B and C are the partially unsaturated cyclohexanes. The fusion of A ring with B, the fusion of ring A, B and C are collectively called as phenanthrene ring system. Phenanthrene ring system. And this D ring is an 6-membered nitrogen containing ring system called as piperidine. This 5-membered oxygen containing ring system is called as dihydrofuran. Dihydrofuran. So this is about the structure of the benzene. Structure of the benzene. This hydroxyl group is very important for analgesic activity. This group at this 3-hydroxy group. It is the, so I will write the names. I will also write the names. Okay. This OH group is called as phenolic hydroxyl group. Phenolic hydroxyl group. The OH group present in third position of the morphine is called as phenolic hydroxyl group, and a group present in 6th position, this hydroxyl group is called as alcoholic hydroxyl group. This group is called as alcoholic hydroxyl group. Alcoholic hydroxyl group. Okay, this double bond is called as allylic unsaturated linkage. This double bond is called as, the double bond between the position 8 and 7 is called as alicyclic unsaturated linkage. Alicyclic unsaturated linkage. Okay, this nitrogen is called as, this nitrogen atom is called as tertiary nitrogen. This nitrogen is an tertiary nitrogen. Okay, then this bridge is called as this from 4th position, this carbon oxygen bridge is called as ether bridge. This is the structure of the morphine. Okay, so what are the importance of these groups or means? So if you remove this phenolic group, if you remove this group, no analgesic activity. So in structure active relation we will discuss these things, but for reason, for importance of the structure, I am now discussing. So if you remove this OH group at 3rd position of this morphine, there is a loss of activity. Okay, this OH group gives a pKa value of 9.9. The pKa value of 9.9. If you remove this OH group, there is no analgesic activity. The pKa value of this OH group is 9.9. As it shows that it is an alkaloid in nature. Okay. This is a linkage between carbon, 4th carbon and 5th carbon, and there is an oxygen between 4th carbon and 5th carbon. This linkage is called as ether bridge or ether linkage. there is an unsaturated 7 carbon and 8 carbon. Okay, this is the at 17th position we have tertiary nitrogen or tertiary amine group. Okay, so coming to the, there are 5 centers of chirality. 5 centers of chirality. There is a possibility of 5 centers of chirality. 5 centers of chirality. Okay, what are the 5 centers means? C5, C6, C9, sorry, C9, C13, C14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 5 carbons are chiral in nature. Chiral in nature, and so high degree of stereoselectivity. These 5 centers show high degree of stereoselectivity. Okay, and one more important point is this morphine can be available in both forms, but this negative form, only this morphine is active. Okay, this negative, I know I forgotten leo or dextrorotatory, but this negative indicated morphine is active, positive indicated morphine is inactive. Okay, I'll explain later what is this negative and positive. Okay, you may know in the stereochemistry. Okay, so this is about the structure of the morphine. I am again explaining the structure of the morphine. Coming to the structure of the morphine consists of 5 ring systems. It is formed by fusion of 5 rings. The ring A is called as a benzene ring, and B, C are partially unsaturated cyclohexane rings, and D ring is the piperidine ring system, and E is the dihydrofuran ring system. So you have to start the numbering from the benzene carbon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Nitrogen gets 17 by giving here 15 and 16. 15, 16, 17. Okay, this is about the structure of the morphine. So this at third position there is an OH group or a hydroxy group. It is called as phenolic hydroxyl group. At sixth position we have an alcoholic hydroxyl group. There is an unsaturation between 7th carbon and 8th carbon. It is called alicyclic unsaturated linkage. There is an ether linkage between 4th carbon and 5th carbon. This is called ether bridge, and this nitrogen is called a tertiary nitrogen. So there are 5 chiral centers possible with this morphine structure. That the chiral carbons are the C5, C6, C9, C13, C